everybody, it's Drybear. The Season 1 trailer for the First Descendant has been released, and even though it's only 15 seconds long, there's a lot of really good, juicy details in it. Now, we were wondering for a long time what character was going to be the next Ultimate, who the new Descendant was going to be, what we're going to see for new content, and this short trailer kind of tells us a little bit of that. Now, according to the roadmap they put out a little bit ago, like a month ago, we knew that Luna was coming at the beginning of July, and then also the new Colossus Gluttony Ultimate Valby, the new weapon, which ended up being Peacemaker, and the new skin as well. So we have that new option. This was the summer skins that came along with the game. So that was early July, and then we knew that late August, early August update for this. So early August was this patch a couple weeks ago. Then we have late August for this update here. And now with the Season 1 trailer, they have confirmed this is going to be coming out August 29th, Thursday at the very end of the month. So in just about 2 weeks now, we'll be seeing this patch come in for Season 1. And they talked about this being the Invasion episode. So Season 1 is the launch of the Invasion based on the cinematic that we've seen. It's very likely that there's going to be a big Vulgus move on our Descendant territory to try and take us over. It will be a brand new battle pass as well, which means the current battle pass you have 2 weeks left to complete, and then you will have to switch over to the new battle pass, which will have new content in it, new skins, probably a new battle pass only weapon, as they probably continue that trend going forward. Field completion, they mentioned on this as well, which is probably just going to be new missions that appear on the maps that we have already, which will give us new drops and new opportunities. Hopefully they put in some of the harder to access modules, like things like Supply Moisture, which currently only comes from mission monsters, like general random drops. It'd be very nice if there was a repeatable mission that had, even if it was 2.5 to 3% drop rate, it would be nice for some of those mods to appear on new missions so that it was more guaranteed path to getting those modules to drop. And of course, anything in the game that doesn't drop from those, that like other modules or other, different ways to scale up, different materials, different resources, having more field completion missions could give us more options to farm those things. Then they have a new Descendant and a new Descendant story. Unfortunately, Luna did not come with a Descendant story, but this new character, who is pretty much confirmed to be Hailey now, the data mining that we got for the Snow Sniper Hailey, we don't have a name for her yet, but it looks like it's just going to be Hailey, which is really cool. A new Colossus, a new dungeon, which will give us more ways to farm amorphous materials, probably going to be linked to the new Descendant and the new Ultimate Descendant, where those drop amorphous come from, and we'll probably have some relics vaulted, some amorphous material gone mutant versions in this new update as well. A brand new weapon, which I can't tell if it's going to be a sniper rifle or a launcher. Most people can't tell either. I'm guessing it's a sniper rifle because of Hailey. So we'll see. We now have 3 hand cannons because of the Peacemaker, and everything else has 2. So I think anything besides a hand cannon is fair game. A new skin, which we don't know what that is yet, and then a new Ultimate Descendant, which looks like it's going to be Ultimate Freyna, which from their own admission, as my chat has pointed out, is actually Hailey. So confirmed to be Hailey, the Sniper Descendant, releasing on August 29th. Now they show her in the trailer as releasing this big ice blast, which I can show in a second, but this is her here. She has dark hair, and she fits the silhouette that we saw. So this is unfortunately not going to be Dominique, and I don't think that Hailey, correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen a single place where Hailey appears in the story or anywhere in the game. I think this is a brand new Descendant that hasn't existed before, and she is confirmed to be the chill element, so she will be joining Viessa in the chill element socket. They also give us a little bit of her silhouette here and her presentation. I think with Luna, we got the summer skin that came along with her. So I think it's safe to assume there's going to be a skin that comes along with Hailey when she launches in 2 weeks as well. And hopefully she comes with a brand new sniper rifle, because I think that not only have I been playing Sharon Sniper, but I would love to have a Hailey sniper build and a new sniper rifle to play with, as I think the piercing light and the afterglow sword have different purposes and different functions. And having a third one would be nice to mix it up and try different options for a sniper style role. Also, this big railgun looking sniper rifle thing that she's shown with in the final teaser here for her here, I'm pretty sure that's what we're seeing in we got like a 1.5 second clip of her using an ability, which is this giant ice laser. She winds up, we get a very short still of it, like it's like very short. This is a screenshot from it, but it's I think this is the weapon she's holding right here. Looks like she's got her hair up in a bun on the back there with her normal Gyat wide people happy stance that she's got going on. And she's using, I'm guessing this is the sniper rifle, but I guess it could also be like an ice launcher. It's big enough to be that, I guess. But she winds up, she does this big ice blast and fires it at the enemies. So we'll see them wind up here, and you'll see her just go for this pew, and they just cut to it immediately right after. The next grand reveal in the video was this scene here. We've all been wondering, myself included, what the next ultimate is going to be, like the next ultimate character that's going to be launched. And a lot of what I've been worrying, like I've been wanting to invest in non-ultimate characters. I just don't want to invest in one that's about to become an ultimate. I have no problem investing in non-ultimate characters. There's also a lot of people that only want to invest in ultimate characters because they don't want to have to waste catalysts and activators and farming time on a character that's going to get replaced by its ultimate version. So we saw this a short little snippet in the teaser, and I don't know if it's if you could convince anyone this isn't ultimate Freyna. Now, I think that there is a small chance it's not. This could just be a skin for another character. Like, I think it would be the biggest joke troll in the world if this was just a bunny skin that they released. But the imagery here that is being shown is very similar to Freyna's imagery. Like, you compare the color scheme, the dark grays and blacks, and also all the vials that come around her body. Like, just the vial, like, tech, and the fact that there's like this long tail coming off of it, and the glow that we have on this. I have this on medium settings, so some of the glow and the specularity is going to be lower than normal, but you actually do see a lot of that kind of similar representation in the character that we're seeing, and I don't know if it would be reasonable for anyone to expect this to be anything other than Ultimate Freyna. And no matter what, even with all of her, even like her skins and stuff that goes along with this, the vials and the vial representation is very consistent across them. Now, this kind of feels a little Egyptian to me, the midriff showing, the gold/bronze or brass sticking out, the very long ponytail here. So this could be something else, but I'm very comfortable saying that this is going to be Ultimate Freyna, which is kind of a shock because they did actually mention about 2 weeks ago that they wanted to alternate the genders of the characters they were releasing, right? They said that they want to do male and then female and then male and then female and alternate with every single update. But we just had a Luna and Ultimate Valby double female patch, and if this is accurate, we will have a Hailey and Ultimate Freyna double female patch, and we're actually running out of females that they can turn into ultimates. All we have left really after Freyna is going to be Sharon, and of the characters that launched with the game. And then if you start putting in the new characters, Luna and Hailey, I guess, could keep that cycle going forever. But we still have like 6 other males that don't have ultimate versions. Kyle, Esiamo, Jaber, Eugen, all of these characters don't have ultimates, and I was kind of hoping to see that listed here. Now, to be fair to them, it might be something that they would be planning going forward, right? Because if you don't know this, development isn't something that happens overnight. Especially with character development, you can probably expect a character's development from early concept to like actual early modeling, to rigging, to animating, to VFX being applied, voice effects, sounds, all of that being fully implemented. Usually a full character can take anywhere from 4 to 6 months to develop. And that's why usually they will start the character way in advance. And then, you know, since it's pipelined, right, when the concept artists finish working on their concept for the next character, they can start a concept for another character, and that pipeline moves along. So it could be the case that they said that they want to alternate between male and female, but because of this very short, tight timeline on this, we saw 2 big releases back to back. They said they eventually want to move to a 3-month or quarterly update schedule, where every 3 months we'll get a new character, a new ultimate. It could be that they stored these characters up for launch as a big launch release, trying to get people excited about the launch and having content coming out rapidly, but it's an unsustainable pipeline to have a brand, like 2 new characters coming out every month for them, so they just wanted to have these stored away, and it's very possible that starting with the December update for Season 2, that's when they're going to alternate. So maybe we'll get a male character and a male ultimate, then a female character, a female ultimate, or they'll start being mixed up a little bit more. It's just these are the bullets they had in the chamber for the early launch going into Season 1. Now we know a new dungeon is coming, or the infiltration operation, and they showed some images of this. It looks kind of wicked and kind of wild. I hope this kind of open space kind of continues with some of the dungeons. There's a couple dungeons that I dislike and a couple ones that I really like, and this seems to be more on the better side, just based on the presentation that they have. We have this kind of banely looking, spore looking character as an end to many different ones, and the fact that this looks very much like Biolab from White Knight Gulch. I'm guessing this is going to be a White Knight Gulch, like the third dungeon for White Knight Gulch, as confirmed by this part of the season trailer where they show the background, which looks very much like White Knight Gulch. It has these floating modules as well, so I'm guessing they're going to be adding a third dungeon to White Knight, and the end of it is going to be that spore monster, which we see in Biolab anyways, and a different option. And I'm guessing that the amorphous that drops from there is probably going to be mostly tied to Hailey and Ultimate Freyna, if that is the confirmation. They also showed this new, it said new threats, and switched to this image where there's this character that has the skull visage that opens up to show this mask here. I'm willing to bet that this is the new Colossus. It reminds me a lot of Stunning Beauty and Dead Bride. Those two characters obviously are Colossus that exist in the game, and it reminds me very much of them with their style and artistic choices. Which, if we're talking about the new dungeon in White Knight Gulch, it's probably going to be up here in the top right corner, because it looks like you're going into a pit. So we're going to put that one there. And then if we go to the Void Intercept, so we'll go to these, I think with like Stunning Beauty and Dead Bride, the visuals for these characters are very similar to what we're seeing on that. It's probably just going to be a character that comes after Gluttony in the list of Void Intercept, and it's going to be more so in this direction of these kind of characters where you have that kind of female overall look. And it looks like it's going to be in the Void as well. There is some speculation right now that we will eventually work our way out of the Void. If you didn't know why it's called Void Intercept, is there's this interdimensional space called the Void, partly where Ajax was trapped for a very long time. But when you go into the Void, there's these giant Colossus monsters that are trying to invade our world. And so we call it Void Intercept because as they're traveling to our world, we go into the Void voluntarily to stop them before they make it into the world. And that's why it's a Void Intercept. In one of their early trailers for the game, they did show off fighting at Colossus in one of the areas that's like either Kingston or Vespers. So it's not like it's unheard of for us to be able to face these monsters in the normal world and cause interruption. This is Stunning Beauty out in the world, and there's even interactions of them like jumping and flipping and attacking the monster in the open world as well. So I'm wondering if either with this season or season 2, if we're going to start seeing characters fighting the Colossus that made it through the Void and into our world and start stomping around. They have Swamp Walker in the open area, general boss fights, jumping up, fighting, Stunning Beauty. Like all of these are taking place not in the Void, but in our actual planet. So I'm wondering if that's going to be happening soon with the title called Invasion. And the trailer even begins with our good friend here looking over the planet from outer space. The theme is invasion, so I'm hoping that we get some really cool invasion kind of impromptu events and things that trigger, or special events that happen in the world that bring it a little bit more to life rather than just queuing for the Void Intercept. Because I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get sick of just the Void Intercept arenas, and maybe something new could feel fresh for a lot of these encounters. Right after the dungeon, there's also this character walking forward, which at least to me seems like a brand new commander / elite. Let me know if you guys recognize this character. It's hard to tell because it's only like a second long and there's a shield around him, but I don't think this is actually elite that's in the game right now. And we also do see a beam rifle in the bottom left, which doesn't look exactly like anything in the game. Now, the image kind of looks like the moon fragment, the blue beam rifle to me, which isn't too surprising because a lot of their marketing material, even in like Albion, they do tend to show the blue weapons a lot more than others. I don't know why, but it does kind of look like the base default moon fragment, or possibly even the skin that they gave us for the moon fragment. And again, they have used like Ominous Hound, Burning Hound. They have used like a lot of these blue weapons as part of their marketing material. So it's very possible that it is just the moon fragment and they're just trolling us, but we could be seeing a new beam rifle as part of that. Keep in mind that we did get a brand new launcher with the battle pass, and we got a brand new weapon with Luna. So in this patch, we're getting a brand new Descendant and a brand new battle pass. So it's possible there will be a new weapon as part of the character release and a second new weapon as part of the battle pass exclusively. So we could be seeing a beam rifle and a launcher, or a beam rifle and a sniper rifle, or some kind of mixture between those two based on the trailer they've shown us. So that's it. That is the new season 1 trailer for the First Descendant coming on August 29th. We got Hailey looking thicker than a Snicker. We've got what looks to be Old Freyna, a new boss, a new dungeon, all kinds of new content. Let me know what you think about it down below. If you found value in today's video, leave a like down below, leave a comment for the algorithm to help this video get seen by more people, and don't forget to check out my other channels for other content and other stuff and other things.